Hello YouTube, this is Travis Dunn with MDL. This is my vlog for June 22nd, 2015. Vlog's a little late today. Obviously, yesterday was Father's Day, and for anybody who's a dad out there, happy Father's Day. And so, a lot of things happened this week. Set my power supply in. I will give Corsair credit for turning it around pretty quick, but I will ding them on the shipping. I shipped mine to them care of U.S. Postal Service, and they shipped back via UPS, and it took 2 days to get there. It took a week to get back. So, but the nice thing is they did send me the entire thing. I only sent them the block because my power supply was completely modular. So they sent me everything. They even included the badge, which I always appreciate because I wish more companies would put that in their regular products. I do like putting the badges on the machine. For people in the PC master race, we all like to show off the brands in our systems. So Nemesis is back up and running. That means I'll be able to finally start doing some editing of the videos from a couple of weeks ago at Origins. So expect that here very, very soon. Actually, I just got my car back today from the dealer. I got off of work on Sunday, and it's been a rough week. And I go to start my car, and it's running like dog shit. I mean, just spitting and sputtering, and that's the last thing you want to have in... it's the last thing you want to have in your car, period, but the last thing you want to have on a new car that's just outside the normal warranty. So I'm popping the hood, I'm checking things out, and I'm hearing a really loud hiss under the hood. And so I'm looking, I pull the cover off, the valve cover, and right around where the, what looks like a puck on top of the valve cover is just making all kinds of hissing noise. So it's leaking air, which, is a pretty good indicator because it's not supposed to do that. So I'm looking on the internet, looking on my phone a little bit on valve cover issues, and apparently, obviously with this being a turbo car, the whole system's under pressure, so the PVC valve is a little more important on my car versus, your standard naturally aspirated. Even though the PVC is important to keep the pressures inside the engine normal, it's even more important that the whole system works properly because it's got constant boost under it. So, because it was leaking, obviously it was causing some running issues, which may be why the car's been running a little high on the idle. I assumed because I've been running the air conditioning a lot, maybe the air conditioning was causing it to idle up just a bit. And so that seems to be where the problem is. So I took it, dropped it off. I had the wife come get me, follow me over to the dealer. Obviously, most dealers around here are closed on Sundays. So I dropped it off, left the key in the special box, filled out the envelope, blah, blah, blah. I call up first thing this morning, and the guy's like, you know what, I was literally just about to start dialing your number. And he's like, we looked at it. It is basically the PCV valve on the valve cover. But he's like, I'm not sure it's covered under warranty. And I let him know that other owners have had this issue and they've talked about it on the forums, which is kind of how I found out about the problem. And because the component is non-replaceable, it's built into the valve cover, it's covered under the 100,000 mile powertrain. He's like, okay, I'll take a look, call you right back. Calls me back about 5 minutes later, says, yep, you're right. It's covered under the powertrain warranty. We'll get it fixed. We'll call you here this afternoon. So 4 or 5 hours later, they call me up, say the car is ready. I go pick it up. They even washed it for me before they give it to me. So I'll give buyers in Grove City a big shout out. Thank you for the customer service. Thank you for not being rude when I, question about the powertrain warranty. I do want to give them and definitely give them an A+ for getting the car in and out pretty quick. So for any of you that has a Chevy Sonic or even the Chevy, Cruze, the Chevy Cruze, I hate that. With the 1.4 turbo, apparently they are notorious for basically it's kind of just it's a valve is all it is, and it's a diaphragm. It's notorious for going bad. I've seen some posts saying some guys have had 2 and 3 of them replaced. So if you're under 100,000 miles, it is covered under the powertrain warranty. They will replace it. You can even look at on the Chevy dealer website under the warranty. It is very specifically listed as valve cover and gaskets. And like I said, because that particular component is non-replaceable, it is permanently attached to that valve cover. It's covered under the valve cover warranty. So, you know, just a heads up for anybody that has that. And it is pretty definite when it goes. It's whistling. And like I said, the car was totally felt like a dead cylinder was going on. Which, like I said, maybe the reason why I've kind of noticed it was a little bit of I'll call it like a boost surge. I've also, you know, like I said, it had been running a little funny, and I had just attributed that to the air conditioner. So go figure. So I got my car back today. I got my PC up and running, which is here beside me. Needless to say, I was anxious to get it all back together. I want to try to start getting some videos. And I do apologize that we have not gotten any videos on the SDP YouTube channel yet. I promise it's coming. We're going to be working on that here very, very soon. Not having my desktop has really hampered that. It's also been very, very busy around here. I've been working kind of crazy. Had a little, incident at work. I do work in the transportation industry. I'll say that. I won't say where exactly I work just for security reasons. And unfortunately I can't say a whole lot. I will say I got the phone call you never want to get. Which, involves one of my drivers got into an accident, and thank God everybody's fine. Nobody was majorly hurt, but ultimately, that's a phone call in this industry that you'd never want to get. And I will say I worked for another trucking company for 8 years, and one time did I ever get a very ominous phone call as far as accidents were concerned. And in the last year, I've gotten 2 of those type of phone calls. And it's very scary when you get that, especially in the situation, the way this happened. Like I said, I can't talk too much about it for legal reasons. I want to say my thoughts and prayers are with those drivers. And I don't want to thank God that they, didn't end up with anything more than a broken rib and some bruises. So, needless to say, when my wife walked into work that morning, it was like she looked at me and she's like, "You look like you've been beat to death," and I have. And this week was rough also on me. Doc actually drove himself to his dialysis treatment today, which I'm glad to see. In fact, he had to drive me today to go pick up the car. So I think he's going to be okay as far as driving. His arm's still hurting a little bit, but he's managing with Tylenol at this point. He's no major drugs. And honestly, I think it looks pretty good. It's healing really nice. His arm looking really good. And I'm hoping that his recovery continues on the path that it has. So, but yeah, the last week I had to take him a couple of days to dialysis treatment. So I had to get up early, so I didn't get quite as much sleep as I want. And then one day my daughter had an activity that she was really excited about. So she got me up a little too early. So I literally slept from like 9 a.m. to maybe 2:30 for like 3 of my 4 days that I worked this week. And so by the time Sunday rolled around, I kind of thank God that I was so tired Sunday morning. I probably would have been a little more in a pissy mood about the car. But I was just so tired. I just called my wife. I said, just come follow me over. I said, I'm really, really tired, and take me, we'll drop it off and you can drive me home. I went home. I crashed. I totally crashed. Slept till, I want to say like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I got up and my wife had her sister and whatnot over. And Doc made jambalaya, which was really good. But I will admit, I like my jambalaya spicy. But he didn't make it spicy just because of other people and my kids and stuff like that. So, needless to say, I'm probably going to spice that up tonight, when I go to reheat it. And I told him, I said, jambalaya is always one of those, it's like chili. It's always better the second time around. But he put all kinds of stuff in it. He put scallops, he put shrimp, he put tilapia. I mean, he makes a pretty damn good jambalaya. So I'll definitely give him credit for that. Like I said, we'll spice when he gets home tonight. We'll spice it up and enjoy some spicy version of it. And we had that and some sweet cornbread, and I was happy with that. It was a good night and a good day. I felt kind of bad. I was hoping to kind of drive down, spend a couple hours with a friend. I've known them forever. In fact, I haven't seen them in years, but I do follow them on Facebook. I was going to go for a couple hours to his daughter's 16th birthday. You know, I was there pretty much since she was a baby, since she was born. You know, until I moved up here, I had pretty well stayed in touch. But once I moved up here, it was, you know, like I said, I kept track a little bit on Facebook and MySpace and all that stuff back in the day. But yeah, I didn't get the chance to go see her 16th birthday. So I'm going to try to send her something in the mail this week. And like I said, I felt bad, but with the car thing and the sleep and all that, I was completely exhausted. And so I didn't get a chance to make it down. So I apologize. I'm apologizing on YouTube for that. For those that hear me. Gosh, what else? Oh, I've been starting to learn Adobe After Effects. So that's kind of my new little side thing I'm starting to learn. I'm still learning, obviously, Adobe Premiere. But I'm starting to learn, like I said, I'm starting to go through some tutorials and actually sit down and learn Adobe After Effects. So hopefully both this channel and obviously the SDP channel will start getting some intros and things like that. I've got an idea of what I want to do for an intro. I just need to execute it. I'll be honest, I have got to get my DSLR repaired. I was really hoping to do 99% of my videos with this phone, with some of the other stuff that I've bought recently. And this phone's great for vlogs and for stuff like that, where, you know, I'm not really moving a whole lot. And even then, I can't seem to get the focus to lock on me. And so you do see sometimes the focus will move around a little bit. It's kind of driving me crazy. I really want something more consistent. I do like it for doing some 4K, and I will continue to use it, obviously, for 4K is what I have, but I'm going to try to get my DSLR fixed and start trying to use it more. It's a really great camera. It takes great video. I'll be honest, my only disappointment, the fact they just come out with the newest version, the T6. I have a T4i, which is kind of actually a rarity because of the recall. Some people are having allergic reactions. I actually picked it up on clearance when I bought it, and it was right before they had sent them all back, like literally like the week before they made that announcement. It was an open box, so I got it on a really good sale and whatnot, and I just never sent it in. I really liked the camera. I didn't want to lose it. But I've got to get that screen fixed. And so I'm going to try to work on that before the end of the summer. I've got some videos that I absolutely want to do before the end of summer, and I'm really hoping to get a chance to do those. It's just everything's been so crazy. Kids got to go ice skating for the first time on Saturday. I was kind of disappointed. I had to work. We were originally planning on the zoo on Sunday for Father's Day, but it was going to rain, which, you know, worked out in our favor why the girls got to end up going ice skating. But and this is totally really, really strange. My wife got a phone call from the zoo letting them know, yeah, we know you had planned on coming on Sunday for the group event, blah, 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 but we're only going to be open like 4 or 5 hours. So like 1 or 2 o'clock, they were closing up for a private party. I don't know who the hell could afford to buy the entire zoo on a major, family holiday. But damn, you had to spend some money on that. But yeah, they closed down the whole zoo for a private event. I don't know if it was, something with Jack Hanna or what the deal was. But yeah, so they were kind enough to let us know, and we decided to do something else. So my wife, kind of at the last minute, found out about some ice skating over at near where the Easton Mall is. It's not actually the Easton Mall, but it's really, really close. It's practically across the street. So my wife got that, got a real nice price. Like I said, I wanted to go. I've rollerbladed, I've skated. I won't say I'm great at it, but I'm not bad. But yeah, I've always wanted to go ice skating. I've always wanted to play hockey. Big fan of, the Mighty Ducks. That was one of my childhood favorite movies growing up. And so, yeah, unfortunately, I could have went, but I needed some sleep. That was the only day I was going to get a full day's worth of rest. So I took it and got through that. So hopefully this week will be a little better. This is my short week. We do have some activity. I don't remember what I think we're doing this weekend. You know what? I'm going to have to look because I honestly don't remember what we're doing this weekend. So, but yeah, like I said, I will start editing the videos for Origins. So, like I said, that's coming very, very soon. In fact, I'll probably do that as soon as I edit and post this vlog. So, trying to think of what else. Oh, obviously there were a lot of big announcements at E3. I have really wanted to sit down and do a discussion. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I think me and Doc are going to sit down. I've got an idea how I want to do that. It'll be pretty much my first major video besides Origins for the SDP channel. But I will post, obviously, a version of it here on this one for anybody that wants to keep up with it. So, I think that's where we'll end the vlog today. Oh, you know what? I take that back. For those of you that, I'm sure if you're a tech fan, you watch Barnacules Nerdgasm, I want to say, Jerry, keep up the good work. I know how hard it is sometimes dealing with things like depression and whatnot. And we've all kind of dealt with it. I know you struggle with it a lot more than others. All I can say is stay strong. Keep working on, that diet. Do what you got to do to get yourself where you need to be. And like I said, I understand a little bit of where you're going through. And certainly some of the things he talked about in a recent video. And, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel. Definitely check him out. He's a really cool guy. Does a lot of cool things. Gets to play with a lot of awesome toys. Got a really, really awesome set of 3D printing, which he's going to be doing some really awesome videos if you're a Star Wars fan. And so, yeah, I just want to add, like I said, keep it up, Jerry. I hope everything goes well. I follow him on Facebook. I watch his videos on YouTube. And he's a really cool guy. If I ever get a chance to meet him, I definitely want the chance to sit down and just hang out and whatever. I know he lives in Seattle, but if he ever gets out this way, I will definitely try to meet up wherever he's at. So, but anyway, that's where I'm going to end the vlog today. So I hope everybody has a great day, has a great week. And, I will say, everybody has their good days and their bad days. And certainly I had mine this week. But try to stay positive. Try to keep moving forward. It will always, there's always going to be bumps in the road, and the best thing you can do is just keep moving. And the moment you stop, that's when you have problems. You got to stay moving. You got to stay active. Sometimes that's how I deal with depression. I'll just go out and do something. I'll go out and I know that for some people that's hard. That's difficult. So that's where I'll end the vlog. I'll actually end it here. So everybody have a great day, have a great week, and we will see you later.